Look at that, 55 degrees. Good morning, everybody. Alrighty guys, we're on the move. And as you can see, that is not the Zern. So something's going on with our newer Zern. The crop's just stacking up on top of the cutter head, not getting to the auger. Something's not right. So when I was pissed off at it yesterday, went and parked it, hooked up this head. This head's getting the job done, don't get me wrong. These heads will cut feed. It just doesn't leave the field near as clean as you would like. With the Zern, you could just go in no time. I mean, look at that field right there. The only stuff standing out there is where the crop was laying down. But other than that, look how clean that field is. If you wanted to, you could just go in and plant. Not going to do that, but you could. This one leaves a lot more stubble, leaves the field more ragged, just doesn't look as good and clean. Lose a little bit of tonnage, not much. But it is what it is at this point. Hoping about a week left. Today is Friday, by the way, the 30th? Yeah, the 30th. So I always joke that the Big Chief likes to think out loud. And he's making us all mad thinking out loud earlier this week, because it was Wednesday night after I had you guys with me that day. He goes, yeah, hell, no more than we got left. We're not going to chop Saturday or Sunday. Told that to our whole crew this morning as he's handing out paychecks. He goes, yeah. He goes, so you're going to cut where you are, hopefully get that pit done. Colton's running Glenn's machine. He'll hopefully get his pit done. And then tomorrow I'll have you go cut here, and I'll have Glenn go cut here. And I go, whoa, whoa, whoa. Wednesday, you told everybody we weren't chopping on Saturday. Yeah, well, we'll holler at all the custom guys. Most of them want to work. Okay, well, what if we don't have enough of them? Because then we'll use our trucks. So I started yelling. We go, this is why I yelled at you on Wednesday. You can't think out loud. Because you get everyone all excited thinking, hell yeah, all we got to do is show up, take care of the cattle, and go home Saturday and Sunday. And now their hopes and dreams are crushed. But as Glenn said, he goes, shit, when your dad tells us we could have a day off over the weekend, he goes, I ignore it anyways. Because he changes his mind so often. But I know some of the guys, it's really going to piss them off whenever they find out we're working tomorrow. Oh well. But part of the problem, one of the jobs we're going to do tomorrow is a job I wasn't even told about until today. And we got a haul from west of town, through the middle of town, during Oktoberfest and the BBB race, which is a charity 5K. Shit, that's really gonna... No, I guess they can turn on Main Street. I was gonna say, that's really gonna screw with the trucks. They're not gonna like to turn on Main Street, though, because that changes their route drastically. Either way, we got a haul from the west side of town to about 10 miles east of town. Yeah, it's one of those mornings. Either way, off we go. Sunflowers must be drying down nicely. There's another field about knocked out, and he's just got one little strip left here on the edge. That makes field number 2 that I've seen. And I know another one he's already cut through it trying it. It must have been a little too green that he came here. I don't know. Either way. Now off we go. Oh, not yet. One more thing. So remember the really long day when Cameron and I showed up at 4 a.m.? I think I called the video a long day or something like that. When Cameron and I showed up at 4 a.m. proved Big Chief wrong that we did have time to do tillage before planting our wheat. Talk about a beautiful stand. Yes, I know the corner isn't coming up because it's non-irrigated and we haven't got any rain. Man, that looks nice. The funny part is that's been 2 weeks ago, at least. Yeah, 2 weeks ago. That's when these farms got water. Farms 4 miles over are just now getting water now. That's how screwed up our canal is right now, just trying to piece together water for everybody. It's going to take another month to get all the way through all of our different farms because of the way they stretch around. Okay, now let's go chop. This would be a whole lot easier if my auto steer was working. But it decided it wanted to start having fault codes, so think we gotta go that way. We'll see how crooked it is. It's gonna be a good day. Trevor brought burritos. Holy crap, these are good. So there's what I'm talking about. It is cutting very clean. Very, very clean. But it's kind of ragged compared to the Zern, which cut off real flush and nice. But so if you're looking at the feed, this feed actually wouldn't cut well with the Zern anyway. See how that's got a good Milo head on it? This is what a lot of our feed was supposed to look like and didn't. This is what happens when you have the water to get it to finish. But the problem I'm running into with this header, see all this other feed in here that looks real thin and like grass? So you got actual rows, and then in between the rows is just all this like grass. That locks up all these drums. Everywhere where one drum has to pass it off to the next, you have these cleaners. That grass wedges in there, and then it'll just lock up that entire drum. So that's the one problem I'm having. I'm slipping the clutches a lot, but I don't think even if the Zern was working properly, it would like this field. So honestly, this is probably the best solution here. I know the trucks like it a lot better than yesterday because they're getting full in half the time and stopping at least half as much as they were, because we were stopping a lot with the Zern. So I don't know why I leave that thing on all day. It bugs me. Either way, now we just need more trucks. Colton called. He's short on trucks. He's supposed to have 4, and only 2 have showed up so far. One's broke down, and we don't know where the other one is yet. Nobody's heard from him. Me, I had 6, but then Trevor had to peel off to run to his daughter's program thing this morning, so he's gonna disappear for a few loads, so I'm gonna have quite a bit of waiting. But somehow if we can hit 1,000 ton today, that'll finish that pit, and that is nice. If Colton can hit 1,000 ton, he'll finish his pit. I might have already said this. If Colton can hit 1,000 ton, it'll finish the pit he's hauling to. I think that's already a lost cause on that one happening today. So, yeah, we'll see. I'm ready for a nap. You two shut up over there. So some days you punch a hole blind and it turns out amazing. Other days like today you cross about 50 rows in 200 yards because, yeah, that didn't work so good. If only I had a functional GPS, that'd be handy. Either way, we're almost done here. This is a big field, and it's good. It's been nice. Oh, 4 friggin' trucks away. And I just had gearbox let go. It's the little guy hidden behind these big ones. So let's see, there. So he's kind of tucked in right there at the corner. Yeah, it started rattling around to go. I hopped like a 1 round, not around the trucks. I hopped out to check it and I go, there's something wrong. Maybe it'll make it 4 loads. And it made it a half a load. Son of a gun. There. Go 7 miles to get a header to come right back. Now, I'm no John Deere engineer, but I don't think that is good. So, I don't trust that guy. We're gonna go get the one hiding back over there. Got the trucks back rolling. Other headers performing like a champ. Let's hope it stays that way. Feel like I'm cutting Milo here. Good God, this stuff is good. Went 100 yards with this truck. I'm already got a pretty good pile in it. She's cutting like there's a lot out here. It doesn't look like much, but man, these trucks fill up fast. Got glare everywhere. Well, Colton's been chopping about 2 miles straight over from me, hauling to a different pit. That's about 12 miles that way. I'm chopping right here, hauling to a pit that's about 6 miles this way. Sounding like he might have hit their goal. So now all of a sudden his trucks are showing up here with me. I'm kind of really confused. I don't know for sure what the hell's going on. So the truck showed up, I don't know. We were told to come over here and get a load from you. Okay. Where's the other chopper? I don't know. So I'm all kinds of confused, as per usual. This stuff is really good. I think this is load 13. There's still quite a bit here to get the outside coats in. Man, this is really good. Either way, I'm going to go around and around and try and make sense of all of it, or just play dumb and act surprised later. That usually works the best. Alright, it's the end of the day. It's 5:15, headed to the shop, got that field done. So that finishes that big pit. Colton got done hauling where he was, and then also got the last couple loads to his brother's pit that we needed. So technically we finished 3 different pits today. It's a good day. I kind of want to puke because I hit a skunk on the next to last load. God, it stinks. Like bad. You know when you hit a skunk in one of these, you smell it for about 3 days? But when you first hit it, I mean, it smells so bad you want to throw up. Ah, my air fresheners I got hanging in the corner aren't cutting it. You just strap one on my face. But yeah, so I'm going to head home. I think Colton already beat me there, so I already know I'm not going to get to use the air compressor because, well, according to this, it's about 86 degrees out, so he's not even going to get his machine blown off. And then figure out what in the hell the Big Chief's plan is, because I've heard 3 different plans. We started early on with no chopping. He immediately changed that to both machines. A little while ago, he was talking about 1 machine. But the last time I talked to him, he goes, yeah, I think we can get both of those done tomorrow with 1 machine. And I go, well, here's the problem. The one job last year took 1 machine all day because it's out west of town. You got to go through town. There's a 5K race going on, so they got a detour around that. Main Street's going to be packed because of Oktoberfest, so they got a detour around that, or deal with all the freaking congestion there. Which it's a small town. When I say congestion, I just mean you got to slow down to about the speed limit instead of, you know, the usual speed. But so that job last year took 1 machine and 5 trucks all day, basically all day. I want to say it was 4 o'clock-ish or so before they got done with it. But somehow, I'm supposed to convince a couple of trucks, in theory, you know, to come over first thing in the morning to do that. And then they can leave when that one is done, and just 2 trucks go to the second job, which is 60 acres of really good feed that in itself would take most of the day, because I did another field of his, it'd be 2 weeks ago, on a video. It was good feed, it was gnarly feed, and I was going slow. It took me all day. But somehow 1 machine is going to do all that. I don't know what kind of magic wand he's got hiding. I'm not going to say that on camera. But yeah, I'm feeling I should just take some Tylenol now in preparation for the headache I'm going to get over the next hour. Let you know when we come up with. Okay, we finally got a plan.